Squiddles, Roblox Pressure's creepy tentacled entity standing in the middle of a random room waiting to scare players. But what and who actually are they? Well, let's talk about that in today's video. Now, Squiddles are a pretty neutral entity that doesn't really threaten the player unless they are provoked. They are a species of black humanoid looking octopuses with a variation of different white facial expressions. They have 8 tentacles in a circular pattern beneath their torso, with white glowing spikes in place of suction cups. Now, you've probably noticed that I've referred to them as a species, and this is because unlike entities such as Infestation or Sebastian Solis, the Squiddles, classified as Q, are a species with many different entities. As I also mentioned, they don't actually attack the player unless they are provoked, and if you want to provoke them, which I wouldn't, you have to stand close to them for 3 seconds, or you just need to shine a light at them for 1.5 seconds. However, lights such as the flash beacons and the black lights don't actually affect them. Now, the Squiddles, unlike most of the other entities, are classed as SQ, and this is because they are actually the newest entity of the black site. In fact, they were actually discovered 2 days before the lockdown actually happened. They were found on a G-class cargo ship, which had sent a distress call in the middle of the night, and when rescue ships were sent to help and failed to respond, then Urban Shade realized that something strange was up, because the rescue missions failed, yet there wasn't actually any storms or weather issues that could have caused it to fail at all. So as a result of this, Urban Shade sent operatives to investigate the issue, and they were afraid that a creature from the Latvan zone had somehow reached the surface, or maybe there was some sort of unreported containment breach that had happened. And when the operatives did board the ship, they found that the power was out, the majority of the crew were dead, and there were only a handful of survivors left. They also found an estimated of 600 SQ instances, and wow, that's a lot of them. The Squiddles were then quickly rounded up into containers and sent to the black site for documentation. In true Urban Trade fashion, they then sunk the cargo ship, and they just destroyed any rescue ships involved. They also proceeded to release a cover-up story which claimed that the ships were all killed and destroyed in a non-existent storm. Now, according to their document, the Squiddles are able to manifest themselves to any room as long as there are no light sources near. If lights are turned on, they'll immediately demanifest themselves from said room, and they'll just re-manifest themselves into another dark room. In the lockdown, Z13 or Sebastian Solis had actually released the Squiddles from their containment cells, and they turned off lights in the sector. In the event that the power in a room is out or lights are off, operatives are highly advised that they are ready to either turn off the light source they are holding or just look away in case they are spotted by the Squiddles. However, SQ instances seem to possess some lower form of intelligence as they recognize someone invading their personal space because it's necessary. For example, Squiddles won't actually attack you when you are using a keycard to unlock something, for example a door, to the next room. But yeah, that is SQ or Squiddles in a nutshell. Pretty interesting backstory if you ask me. I quite like the boat story, and the fact that it's one of the newer entities is actually pretty cool. But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, as always do consider liking and subscribing, and as always check out my full Roblox Pressure lore playlist on the right, and remember, this is Cosmic Hunts blasting off, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.